Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your February 2020 Astrology 33 bonus love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for more details there. As far as what we have in front of us, this is why I call it a bridge and a gap spread, and the way it works. The cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. All right, so getting started with the past energy on your side, we have the King of Cups. So this is actually the court card of Scorpio. So on the one hand, this could just be saying that you are very honest and authentic as far as, just really feeling like you could be yourself around this person. But another way this could be playing out too, though, especially given their body language, how they're kind of turned away from the energy on this side. This could just be saying that you might have been a bit closed off with this person as well. Maybe not trying to reveal everything as far as how you felt about them. So that could have been what's at play for some of you as well. The past energy on their side, we have the Moon and the Six of Wands. So this is actually Leo energy here. And then the Moon, it rules Cancer, so I do view this as Cancer energy sometimes, but this is also viewed as a Pisces energy sometimes too. But really what I see here could just be saying that maybe because of the way you were being with them, it might have caused them some confusion as to whether they could actually move forward with you or not. Because the Six of Wands card is actually a card of victory usually. And if we look at what we see going on in the picture here, it's like the guy's kind of reaching for her, but it looks like he's also a little, hesitant at the same time. So it could just be saying that they might have been a bit confused as far as, okay, well, are we, getting things off the ground or not? You know what I mean? And I have to say that for some of you, it could just be where both of you were really just causing confusion because you were being a bit closed off with each other. So in that regard, you guys might have both been bringing that same energy toward each other. For some of you, this could just be saying that maybe they were purposely trying to cause some confusion because they felt like it gave them an advantage in some kind of way. But I feel like that's probably the least likely scenario. Like I said, I feel it's more likely that maybe the two of you, there was just some confusion around, okay, are we good to move forward? Yes or no, In the present position, we have love. So this is actually the equivalent of the major arcana card, the Lovers, in traditional tarot, which is Gemini energy. So that could be playing out a few different ways. For some of you, this could just be saying that now maybe you are being a bit more communicative with this person and a bit more open as far as, how you do feel. And then the artwork is kind of self-explanatory in that regard, right? So that could be how it's playing out for some of you. Especially you guys are going to have some energy moving through your fifth house of Pisces, including a Mercury retrograde in that sign. So, if this was someone from your past that maybe you also split apart with as well, maybe you guys might be coming back together this month. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. It looks like you're at least being a bit more expressive with this person, if nothing else. Present energy on their side, we have the Strength card. So this is more Leo energy here. So some of you could definitely be dealing with a Leo. But there's also going to be a full moon in Leo this month as well. So that could be why we're seeing some Leo energy coming up here. And either way, though, I almost feel like, with the Strength card in some decks, it looks like the person's trying to close the mouth to the animal. But here, I almost get the impression that they're trying to open it. So this could even be saying that, going back to that potential thing that I saw going on in the past, where maybe they were confused as to how you actually felt. This could be one of that. This could be one of those situations, and especially if it does happen around that Leo full moon, where this person might just approach you and be like, "Oh, all right, what's the deal?" You know what I mean? So if it's like you guys were kind of playing some emotional chess game with each other, it looks like they might be the first ones to break in that regard and just finally ask you, like, okay, what's the deal? Are we on? Are we off? You know what I mean? One of those situations. But this is also in some decks, the Strength card is actually referred to as the Lust card. So this could just be saying that, obviously there could just be a really passionate connection between the two of you. And if that's the case, it could just be saying that, maybe they were the ones who were really trying to hold back their feelings a bit more, and maybe it's going to, at the very least, probably become a little bit a little bit more difficult for them this month. Let's put it that way. So that's what I see there. Future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Coins. So this is actually a court card for Capricorn. And for you guys, that's your third house of communication. Obviously, you guys are well aware that you have a ton of energy going on in that sign right now. So this could be playing out a few ways. For some of you, this could just be saying that, through all of this weird energy that you guys have going on, it looks like this could just be saying that now you actually are ready to have a stable commitment with this person. For some of you, and I feel like this might be a little less likely, but for some of you, this could just be saying that you're really just going to shift your focus to your finances. At the very least, though, I feel like it could be a combination where you're communicating to this person that, this is what you're looking for, that you're looking for something serious, So, like I said, there might have been a little bit of confusion. Maybe you guys were feeling each other out a bit more in the past. And now, as we move into the future, you're making it a bit more clear about what what you're looking for in the connection. And I do have to say, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Coins on your side. So this is more Capricorn energy here. And what I always say sticks out to me, the Two of Pentacles energy in general is usually seen as some type of juggling energy. And yes, you could look at that as maybe it's between, trying to decide between two people. I don't necessarily get that here. I feel like with this deck, especially with the one heart that's red there and the other one looks like it's grayed out, to me that gives me that hot and cold impression. So this could just be saying that maybe you were a bit undecided as to, if you saw yourself having a serious commitment with this person. And it looks like, as the month progresses, you guys actually might decide to move toward that. That's what I'm picking up on there. And then the future energy on their side, we have the Six of Chalices. So this is actually Scorpio energy here, represents the middle 10 degrees. So for one, this could just be saying that for some of you, maybe this is someone where maybe you guys kind of did go into a bit of a Cold War dynamic with each other. And maybe, you guys did split for whatever reason. And this could just be saying that with the Six of Chalices in the future, that maybe they might reach out to you. To me, this would make sense being in the future position as far as, like I said, there's going to be a Mercury retrograde this month in Pisces, which is your fifth house of love and romance. And if we think about Leo being the natural ruler of the fifth house too, that could be another point, another thing pointing to that energy. But this could just be saying that, someone from your past might reach out to you. And maybe that's what all of this is about. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys had that separation in the past and now you reconnect with someone from your past. But another way this could play out too, I do have to say that for some of you, this could be someone who might still have their ex in the picture. And, I do have to say though, I don't feel like they're physically gonna be with this person, because if we think about the Six of Cups in traditional tarot, it's the two people. They're clearly right in front of each other, you know what I mean? And one's offering the cup to the other. Here, it always stands out to me how she's looking at a photo, or a painting rather, of two people. So it's like, I don't feel like they're actually gonna have anything go on with this person, but it could just be as simple as maybe to have an ex reach out to them, for example. Maybe they reminisce a little bit, but I don't really think anything's gonna come from that per se. But I do have to say, at the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Chalices. And usually that's someone not being satisfied with offers coming their way. If we think about in the traditional tarot, it's the guy sitting there and then there's like cups in front of him. There's another one coming his way and he doesn't look like he's happy with any of them. He has like that closed off body language, But here in this deck, this seems like a little off to me, right? Like it looks like that guy with the the hood there and everything, he almost looks out of place. So to me, this almost makes me think that this, again, could be someone from their past trying to get back into the picture. I don't necessarily see that going anywhere. And then what always sticks out to me, too, with the scissors and then the magnet, that makes me think that, someone could be trying to cause interference in your connection. But if that's the case, I don't think they're going to be successful with that. So I do have to at least point out that I'm seeing that energy there, though. So you guys might have an idea if you feel like there is some meddling going on outside the connection. You'll probably have a feeling that that's the case anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. And for those of you who haven't seen this type of reading from me before, I actually do pre-shuffle this deck before I start recording. And I'm just going to be looking for a couple of jumpers here. So first I'll be looking for any unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. We'll see if we get anything. And then if I shuffle for a while and nothing comes up, I just take that as a sign to keep it moving since it's just a general reading. But if you're curious, when I do the personal readings, I actually always do pull for both sides. It just takes a little longer sometimes. Alright, so first we'll see if we have any unspoken messages from you to them. Oh, almost had one there. Alright, nothing coming up yet, but oh, there we go. Got one there, and next we'll see if we have any from them to you. Oh, got one there too. Alright, so how could you still love me after all I've done? Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like I said, I did pick up on that maybe for some of you there could have been some kind of a falling out that you guys had in the past, and then, like I said, maybe you guys are just really both digging your heels in and not wanting to be the first to get the connection back together, right? So, if that's the case and that resonated with you, then maybe there is something, even if it was just maybe you guys were playing some kind of mind games, for example. Maybe that's why you would be asking that. Um, like I said, I don't see any like deliberate deception here, but if this one resonates with you guys, that could be what it was about. And then on their side, we have I wish I could take back the things I said. So yeah, this really, the more I'm looking at this, especially incorporating these two cards, I think that the primary thing that most of you are going to be experiencing here is that, maybe you guys really had some kind of disconnect in the past and you were both digging your feet in and not wanting to be the first to reach out, right? And then because I could see that shifting energy here, but like I said, even with the strength, it's like they were like holding themselves back in some kind of way. And like I said, with the King of Cups here, I picked up on that for some of you, you guys might have been holding back too. So it could just be one of those things where, maybe you guys split apart. Maybe the retrograde energy kicks up, right? And you guys really start longing for each other and you guys reach out and maybe get things back on track. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. And then we'll see if we get anything from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation here. I pre-shuffled this one before we started recording, and here I'm just looking for one card and then we'll wrap up. Okay. Yeah, this definitely is looking like something where this was a previous connection and you guys had some kind of falling out. Because the card you guys got here is clean it up. So that's what I feel like, this is both of you now having to like get things back on track with each other, but there's the artwork and the number is 21. So we'll see what that has to say. Okay, it says getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The Oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you just can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack, takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So definitely an interesting message there, and hopefully that did resonate with you guys. And you know what even comes to my mind too, seeing the moon here, is we just had that new moon in Aquarius, and that new moon actually was squaring Uranus in Taurus, which is your opposite sign. So this could have even been something really fresh that maybe you guys just had an argument with each other recently, and maybe with that Uranus energy, it might have just blown up into something kind of big, and then maybe as the month goes along, you guys might cool off a bit and then get things back on track with each other. But yeah, hopefully that resonated with you guys. The relationship message says, time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered, and your relationship will flourish. So, definitely a pretty good message there, too. Hopefully, that resonated with you guys as well. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.